If you've ever been down to Charleston, there's a certain feeling you get. And for me, she crab soup is it's like a warm hug in a bowl.
It really is. It's an icon.
It's an icon. And it's one of those dishes that really helped put Low Country cuisine on the map. So today we want to do a deep dive into this Southern staple.
And its history is surprisingly sophisticated.
Yeah.
It's this beautiful blend of European heritage and, well, local low country ingredients.
So it goes back further than you'd think.
Oh, much further. What's really fascinating is that food historians trace its ancestry all the way back to the 1700s.
Wow.
Yeah, to a Scottish seafood bisque called Parton Brie. The settlers brought it over and then, they localized it, often by adding pureed rice, which was a huge crop there.
Okay, so it starts in Scotland, but the version we know today, the she crab version, that has a very specific American origin story, doesn't it?
It does. It's tied directly to one person, William Dios. He was an African-American butler and chef.
Right, for the mayor of Charleston, Robert Goodwin Rhett, in the early 1900s.
Exactly. And the creation story is just fantastic. Mayor Rhett was expecting a visit from President William Howard Taft.
Sometime around, 1910, 1920?
Somewhere in that window, yeah. And the mayor basically asked Diaz to dress up their standard crab soup for the president.
Just make it a little more special.
A little more special. And Diaz's innovation, which was just brilliant, was to add crab roe.
The orange egg mass from the female, or she crab?
That's the one. And that one addition just instantly transformed it, became this rich, elegant dish that got popular almost overnight.
So let's talk about the roe. Why is it so critical? I mean, is it just for that signature color, or is there more going on?
Oh, it's so much more. It's really doing three things at once. Yes, it gives it that signature coral, kind of muted red color, but it also adds body, a certain thickness, and most importantly, it gives this necessary savory tang.
Ah, okay.
And that tanginess is what perfectly offsets the sweetness of the crab meat and the richness of the cream and the sherry. It's the balancing act.
That makes perfect sense. Speaking of refining a process to get the perfect balance, this segment is brought to you by Silk.
Ah.
If you need any help with AI training, process automation, or even just figuring out where intelligent agents could make the most impact for your business, you should check out embersilk.com for your AI needs.
That actually brings up a really interesting point about adaptation.
How so?
Well, because of modern conservation laws in South Carolina, they protect the female blue crabs. So getting that traditional roe is, well, it's a real challenge now.
So how do they keep the tradition alive? They must have found a workaround.
They did, and it shows such great ingenuity. Instead of just giving up on that classic look and feel, chefs get creative.
What do they do?
A common substitute is to crumble up hard-cooked egg yolks, maybe mix them with a little paprika to perfectly mimic that color and texture of the roe.
That's so clever. It keeps the spirit of the dish even when the original ingredient isn't available.
It's tradition through innovation.
So just to clarify for everyone, how is this different from, say, a regular crab bisque? They sound pretty similar.
They do share a base, the cream, the stock, the sherry, but a bisque often gets its color from something like tomato paste. She crab soup requires that roe, or at least a really effective substitute, for its specific color and that complex savory flavor.
I think ultimately that's the big takeaway here. The history of this soup shows that tradition doesn't have to be static. It can evolve.
Exactly. When faced with a necessary change, like a conservation law, culinary innovation just finds a way forward.
And it keeps the spirit of William Diaz's creation alive.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other regional dishes that we think of as simple classics are really the result of one single moment?
Yeah.
One small but brilliant change that refined the whole system and shaped a local identity forever.
That is definitely something to chew on. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.